to the E to the L to the U to the X to the E to the top. Smacking.
Hey there guys, Qwerty Afro here, bringing you another Qwerty Tries, but this is kind of like a Qwerty Tries special, I guess, so it's not really a proper Qwerty Tries, but this is Qwerty Tries RollerCoaster Tycoon World, and I think I'm going to do this as a little mini-series, maybe 1 or 2 or possibly 3 little parts here where we just look through what is actually available on this beta weekend 1 for RollerCoaster Tycoon World, which is the most, the anticipated RollerCoaster Tycoon next game in the series, where the last one was basically RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, which I don't even know when that came out, 2006, 7, 5, I have no clue, but it's quite old, and people have been longing for a new RollerCoaster Tycoon game, and people are skeptical if it can actually work because it went from one developer now to this current developer, Navisio, which are making the game. And people before with the first developer were kind of a bit iffy about the whole thing, but now with this new developer, apparently it's kind of going back on track to be an alright game, I guess. And hopefully they're gonna get it right in a way. It doesn't have to be perfect, because I think, the best RollerCoaster Tycoon games are probably number 2 and even possibly number 3 with the cool 3D graphics included that you could ride your own roller coaster rides. But this now hopefully can maybe mold the two together to kind of get good graphics and good kind of tycoon management all in one, which I think that'll be just really cool once it's released in December 12th, I do believe it comes out. So not too long to actually go, and these beta weekends, I don't really know what they're for, but I guess maybe they're just to kind of stress test of like what people would do and see if people can find like what's working, what's not working, just kind of preliminary tests just before the game releases so they can change any kind of major to minor things, I guess. So I'm excited for this. I've played already a bit on stream, which if I go here on load game, you can see I have a new game here for Qwerty Park, and let me tell you, it was not a good experience. On stream I was building the worst roller coasters ever, and they were all failing. So and there was a few bits and bugs there, which we'll see through these kind of few little videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Before we get going, the shouts go to Anton Prather and Cody Sayle. That's again Anton Prather and Cody Sayle. The links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. Those were the shoutouts. So, RollerCoaster Tycoon World Beta Weekend 1, a Qwerty Tries special right now. There is currently no options in the game. It is really just a stripped out version of the game. It's nothing. There's basically nothing in it except like things to build. So we're just gonna just knocked out my glasses there. We're gonna go into the sandbox mode, but the only map available is this Frolicking Forest, and we're gonna just name our park. I don't know, I've already named one Qwerty Park. I'll name this Qwertopia to resurrect the name from my first City Skylines series, which City Skylines will come back eventually. I don't know when. I really want to get it back as a series, and I definitely want to try and do a few things different. Maybe try just building cities with like unlimited, like in the sandbox mode, and just build cities for the heck of it instead of going through like you get set money. Or maybe I could have like two kind of simultaneous City Skyline series running side by side to each other. So one would be the one where you have to build one economically with money, and then one would be kind of just like aesthetical, where I just build it for the sake of building it and just try and make a nice pretty or even an ugly city in a way, like an industrial city or like some sort of tourist city, you know what I mean. And like to showcase mods and stuff like that would be really cool because there's so many mods in the game. Anyway, we are now loaded here in Qwertopia, which already the graphics look pretty good. To be honest, when I loaded it up first time on stream, I actually thought like this is kind of similar to City Skyline, and it does kind of have that kind of City Skyline look. I don't know, because I think the main kind of game nowadays is City Skyline in terms of this kind of like city builder, kind of builder game, if you know what I mean. So this kind of does feel a bit City Skyline-esque, and it looks very pretty. So we're here on this kind of blank map. This is the only map you can do in the beta weekend one. Quite a nice bit of space, to be honest. And let's just quickly run down what you actually can do in this kind of beta. There's nothing really. I'll go down through the little dashboard here, the HUD. Nothing at the top. You have notifications and objectives, which obviously have been blanked out, which you can't really use in the beta weekend one. So let's go from the left here. We have free cam, which if you click, you can just go free cam essentially. So you kind of zoom in with the middle mouse button, and then you kind of move with WASD and all that kind of good stuff in a kind of free cam. So that's cool. And then when you undo it, you can only zoom in and out with the middle mouse button. And, you know, that's all the kind of good stuff there. Weather, can't do anything with that. Time and date, that's just, you know, explanatory there, self-explanatory. And it looks like the date kind of thing moves the same way like City Skyline. It just fills up and then just goes to the next day, which I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's copying City Skyline. Or can you say it's copying City Skyline? I don't know. You have your pause. You have game speeds, free game speeds, a bit again like City Skyline, but I guess you can't really say it's copied it, because I guess that's a kind of generic kind of speed setting for most of these type of games. So first thing we come up here is paths and queues. So we have straight paths, curved paths, and queues to do. So that's pretty cool. So the whole kind of thing with this first beta weekend is to test out the building features, to kind of get the kind of, you know, custom build your roller coasters. And that's the only real thing you can do in this beta weekend, is just custom build roller coasters and just stress test building coasters essentially, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll just get on to that really. Scenery here, you have actually quite. I was quite astonished at the amount they actually just had in this beta. Let's look at this. These are just lampposts. You have all these kind of path sceneries, benches, etc. Quite a lot. There's obviously going to be more in the released game, so this is just a nice window to look like what is to actually come. Some fences here, some nice wacky decor, which is pretty cool. Going left there. Oh, we got some rocks. Look at that, it's quite a lot. And then obviously, because it was the beta weekends on this Halloween weekend, obviously you're going to get some Halloween kind of stuff. Bushes and plants. Nice Atari logo there. Don't let us down, Atari, with this game, please. And some flowers and bushes and shrubs and stuff, which is pretty cool. Oh, that is really pretty. Look at that. You can really get. I hope this game you can get really detailed with your kind of scenery and stuff like that. Trees. Very nice. Good range of that. And then you have some fountain zone speciality. Right, coaster builders. So you can build these loads of different type of coasters. You have the hyper coasters, wooden coaster, stand-up coasters, dive coasters, floorless coasters, flying coasters, inverted coasters, accelerator coasters, and wing coasters. So they're just kind of all the kind of these kind of different coasters are basically essentially you have either the different tracks that the coaster rides on, or the different coaster car. So a coaster a hyper coaster would be your typical kind of normal car, like your normal kind of coaster. Wooden coasters obviously wooden. They can't do like crazy loop-the-loops and whatever. They're just mainly just for like a nice high kind of like go up, down, and turn around kind of thing. Stand-up coasters, the cars you kind of have, the cars are like in a way stood up onto the track, so you kind of sit and you're kind of like almost standing up essentially, but you're kind of still sitting down. Dive coasters, just you can do kind of vertical kind of drops with them. So think of from 4 Park Saw the Ride in a way like that, if I'm comparing. If people don't know what rides are in 4 Park, I do apologize. I'm just using it because that was my local amusement park, and those are the rides I'm kind of familiar with. So I'm just basing it off those rides in that park. You have floorless coasters, which I do believe they're similar to the standing ones, the stand-up coasters, but just a little different. Flying coasters, kind of, I think you dangle off it, like the cars are beneath the tracks, I do believe, or might be wrong for that one. But then inverted is something again the other way round. Accelerator coasters are like a catapult one that propels you across the whole kind of coaster, so a bit like stealth from 4 Park, so you just get catapulted. Or I do believe the one in Alton Towers is called Rita, the one that just propels you forward, so it just has a catapult at the beginning. And then a wing coaster is a bit similar to you just have like seats at either side of the tracks, and then it's basically like shaped like a wing in an all kind of sense like that. So you have quite a different array of kind of things. So most of these are similar. The tracks are similar, just you have different variations of cars, or maybe certain ways that you can morph and place down the tracks might be slightly different for each individual ones of these. You also have terrain deformation, which is pretty good. So right now, like say I could make so with this one I could make a hill, which is pretty cool. So you have quite a lot of, I don't know what I'm making here, but I'm just going to make a hill for some reason. So you can morph, you can lower. So if I make something like that, you can lower it like that, which is pretty cool, which is very nice. And you can also like flatten the top. So I guess you could, yeah, just flatten it, smooth it out, so it's a bit nicer. And then you can also paint it with different things. So say if I wanted sand here, I could just paint. If this will paint sand. Oh, didn't select it. There you go. You can paint all of that if you want as a sand to kind of get you know decoration there. Make it all tropical and all kind of like beach-like. And then the water tool, which I think is brilliant. So right now you can just fill this up with water. It has the same kind of similar water dynamics to Cities Skyline a bit. Not the kind of same kind of simulation like where you can just make rivers and stuff, but it does have a pretty good water simulation. So right now I'm just gonna actually fill this up to the top and get an actual bridge across, which I think would be pretty cool. I think that is almost to the top. We don't want it to overflow too much. There we go. Look at that, and I've already made a little bit of a lake here. And then hopefully now we can start building some stuff now. Just the other kind of things, move tool, just when you want to kind of move certain things around. That's self-explanatory. Bulldozer, bulldoze things. Carrot money and stuff is just unlimited on Sandbox, and that's how it's going to be for this first beta. And the options, there is no options, as I've already said. So so let's start building some stuff. I'm just going to build a path for now. Let's build something like a nice stone path. Let's build a nice large one, and let's do it from here. There we go. Nice. So it kind of goes across, which would be very nice. And then let's just build like a smaller part and like curve it around. There we go, that's quite nice. There we go. Bit lopsided there, but look at that, it's pretty cool. Already we've built like some kind of nice little entrance here. We can add a little bit of scenery, I guess. Let's add some nice trees. Let's add some apple trees, why not? People can just pick some apples while they before they go on the rides. I don't know why they would want to eat some apples or whatever, but why not? Let's just decorate it up. As you can see in the background, you can see the night cycle is occurring. I see that the shaders and stuff for the shadows during the kind of like cycle of the night with the sun is a little bit laggy. Maybe that will probably obviously be rectified before launch, hopefully. So, but that's just a little bit of problems. Probably isn't, the game isn't obviously perfect, but this is why probably they're doing a beta, to see how things are just generally doing. Let's get some foliage here, some torch lilies. I'm not even building any coasters this video, it's just me placing down plants. As you can see, also the peeps are just ghosts, because they actually don't have the peep simulation yet in the game. That's, I think, the next beta, which I don't know where it is. I think late November, I do believe. But I think that's it. We can add lights, I guess. Why not? There we go, just some lights. Nice thing there. Now, with this hill mount, I was thinking maybe we could make some sort of roller coaster here. Let me just deform this a little bit, because I feel if I have a kind of idea in my head, and which doesn't always translate into actually something coming to life, but let's do that. I have some kind of image of what I want as a roller coaster here, so let's get building one. I think I'm gonna make I don't want to make a hyper coaster. It's a bit too normal, isn't it? Let's make a flying coaster or wing coaster. Should we make a wind coaster? I think that will be alright. Let's place. That's nice. We have this kind of like sand theme going on, so let's place it somewhere like let's place it somewhere here. No. If you press shift, basically the kind of whole thing with the controls, which I find a little fiddly, is basically you have to do the controls on, like when you're making coasters and stuff and when you're placing down stuff, kind of goes with shift, mouse wheel, and then 1, 2 and 3 or whatever. So right now I'm on shift 1 with the mouse wheel, and this is to kind of move this thing around. So I'm gonna just get this about here. I think that is alright. Now we can begin doing the coaster. So right now you can see that the shift wheel mouse kind of thing down here in the bottom right is on a kind of thing where I can shift it up and down, and then if I press 2 it shifts the track, like it changes the degree of the track so it can tilt left or right. 3 changes the kind of bendiness, the sinuosity, if we want to get technical, of the track, and 4 makes it kind of bend like that. I guess we're just gonna keep it 0. We're just gonna go back here on 1. I'm gonna make it what I say, simple. Let's just get that back to 0. We're gonna make let's go to 3 actually. Let's do something like I'm thinking, because I want to use this like little dip here. Maybe that's what I was kind of going for. And let's go back to 1 and go all the way down. We're going to go like that. So now it's gone out. Like, we could even if we wanted to, we could actually just fill it up with water. So ooh. It's not that deep actually. There we go. There we go. And then we could even just like paint it some sand here if we wanted to, just to make it a little bit more exotic. But we can detail that up a little like later, I guess. Can even make grass, I guess. Just I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just messing around really. There we go. And then now if we continue with our coaster, we'd click on it and then just edit it to continue it. I think that's alright. So nice little incline, drops down. I think we should then go into a loop-the-loop, which if you go into speciality here, you can get like a loop kind of thing like that, which is a little long actually. No, actually I don't want it like that. We're gonna actually have it. We're gonna have it come like here. So it's gonna go underneath here where it stops, and it will come this way. I'm gonna lift it up a little bit like that. I'm also gonna twist it a little bit. No, not like that. Like that, yep. That's how I want it. And then maybe put in the loop, I think. Or maybe no, let's use the full capabilities here of this let's use a snake. Because why not? Just using the No, we're going a little too far from the actual kind of. Let's just delete this. Oh. Let's edit that. Can I just? I have to edit. Yeah, I have to delete every. That's one thing that's a little bit annoying. You have to kind of delete every kind of piece here, which is a little annoying. Let's see how the degree there. Let's just get back to 0. And like that, and then let's see how the loop would work. Yeah, something like that. And then yeah, let's place that. And then have a. That won't work. Let's do that. Let's just continue building it ourselves. Edit it like that. And oh, we need to kind of deform because I think it won't go through. There we go. Just deform it a bit there. I love the pillar there on the just a little bit of land that it's stuck on. It's brilliant. Right, click back onto the coaster. Let's edit it and let's make it go up a little bit like that. And then for like that. And then put this kind of twist here on it. Oh wow, that is crazy, isn't it? No, that won't work. that won't work at all. that's not good. That's just very dangerous. Let's just let's continue it a little bit more. Can we turn the yeah, like that. That's what I was thinking. We could just have it turn like that. And twist it back to 0. And now include that little vertical corkscrew. Okay. I don't get why it's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know why it's going down like that. Let's quickly get that. If maybe it's because I don't have it at 0. Oh yeah, it's because I didn't have it at 0, I'm guessing. But if I now add it, please, I want to add this vertical corkscrew, but it's doing it the other way round. No. Okay, okay. I'm cool with that, to be honest. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. And then just to round this off, really, just a nice drop, I guess. Oh no, we don't want any more turns. We just want a final descent. Actually, 4 would be better to do this with. And then maybe use 3 here to kind of, no, 2. And then lower it down, and then make it turn up. I don't get why we're... oh yeah, there we go, that'll be good. There we go. Wherever it's white, I think it's recommends as good. And then to there. Beautiful. First coaster. Let's now quickly just test it out, I guess. This looks alright. Oh, before we do, let's get a chain. You can have like different here tracks of standard track, chain track, friction track, booster track, and block track if you want to add more than 2 trains on your kind of coaster or whatever. So let's just add. So to add, like right now I've just built all the normal track. All you would have to do to make it like a different type of track, you select the track and then you press that. So now that is a train. That's a chain track that will pull the coaster all the way up, and then hopefully gravity will do the rest. So I'm guessing gravity will do the rest all the way around here. This might, I think gravity will be fine here, then gravity will be fine around here. Just might, yeah, I think this will be fine. Here, it's only here if I might need a booster to get it up this corkscrew, but I think hopefully this gradient here will slow it down a bit, and then we're going to need some brake pads about here. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I don't want the whole thing as a brake pad. Oh yeah, but you can edit that, so... oh, that's a bit annoying. Can I... oh no, it should be fine. So now I can just add a few brake pads here. Where is it? Friction brake and friction brake. Perfect. Hopefully that should be enough. Anyway, let's test our roller coaster out. So, oh, and we can actually have a look at the trains. So these are the trains here for the wing coaster. You can tell what this kind of wing coaster is. It's a bit like the Swarm from 4 Park. And we can have, let's do it blue. And we can add more if we want to. So we can add like the full set if we wanted to. I think that would be fine. We can change the colours of the coaster. We can make it, you know, we can make a black track with, or pink track, black track, yellow, golden kind of, you know, inner thing, and then the final color I do believe changes the changes the poles, something like that. That's pretty cool. Let's give it a test. So you can press test now and it can start, but if you, so right now I'll start doing that, but I want to get onto the actual coaster and actually try it myself, if you know what I mean. So we can do this, which is pretty cool. And now we're trying out a coaster here. The first part is obviously going to be slow, going up the chain part that I've made. And what's also cool is you can change seats. That's a bit bug there that it's going through the staircase. See, that's something that could change, hopefully should change, because that's a bit annoying that that's going through the staircase. But what's cool, yeah, you can change seats, so you can pretty much, I think you can sit anywhere really. Yeah, you can sit anywhere. So right now I can just shuffle through all the seats essentially. But let's have a look how this coaster fares and if we hopefully don't die. And now it's going to night, which we can't see much stuff, but oh, actually no, the lighting's fine. All is good so far, all is good. Ah, now we come to our first little problem there. Pylons like this, which annoyingly built itself there, actually cause a problem for this. So we're just gonna have to manage that ourselves here. I don't want a pylon there. That's the thing. No, that's not gonna work. Only other thing I can do is I could... no. thing I can do is maybe that. Oh no, that's not gonna work. That should work. That should give it some height. But now look at that. That's not the best. Oh, I can just revert that and make that the same there. There we go. You can see that this is all. I think I need to change the angle here on this. There we go. I need to make it a normal angle because I feel that things are gonna get a little awkward around here once the car comes around. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh no, but oh no, we don't want that. Don't put a pylon there, we don't want one. How was it before? No, it's oh, this is really annoying. You would think it would automatically not build a pylon there, but yeah, it does because it's awkward. Okay, I'm gonna just have to do this then. There we go. Hopefully now that should be good, and hopefully we can end this first little episode because this has been going on for quite a bit. But I'll definitely probably make 1 or 2 more episodes because this is definitely fun to do, and I'm enjoying myself just making a mess of an amusement park here. So let's quickly just test it before I end this episode. Let's go back on test. Ooh. Click that test, and then to go onto it if I can. There we go. It's a bit fiddly to get onto it. So let's have a look. Let's sit in the front seats. And let's see how we fare. Let's see if our coaster, which you can name as well, which is pretty cool. Let's see if it actually passes and we don't die. But I have to say the graphics so far are just looking absolutely gorgeous. And with a bit more refinement, I think, oh, it's going to look good once it's released. And I think people are very much going to enjoy this game. You can see the kind of freedom you have here, and I like that they've done this kind of first beta where we can just try and build coasters freely, instead of like, because people were like anticipating like maybe the management side or whatever. That's going to come in probably the next beta, I do believe. So, you know, here we go. Hopefully we'll fit now here. Ah, okay. Right, so here we found a little bit of a problem. We need a booster here. So we'll just edit that. We need a booster here, yeah. So booster. And we'll just test it from here outside. We don't have to go through all of it. So I'll just fast forward the time so we can just quickly see if this will actually pass. And then probably in the next episode we'll get to ride it and connect it up, or maybe we can connect that to the path in this episode and just edit the scenery in the next maybe episode or whatever. We'll see. So that's going down. Goes up the corkscrew. Okay, so we need a bit. That's not too bad. This is actually not too bad. Let's quickly just edit that. No, we don't. Oh, we don't want that whole thing. We just want this thing as a booster, really. And I think that should propel it up enough. Right, go. I think this is the one. So far, that was pretty good, and I have to see that the results were not too bad. The excitement was not too bad. Safeties, yeah, I don't get how you read these, to be honest. Is it the fuller it is, the more it is? So it's not really that intense, or is it? Ultra extreme. Not too sure. So, over the... And hopefully that should boost it now. Oh, excellent. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's our problem. So this is a little bit too steep there. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I have the power of deformation here, I'm going to lower the ground here. Just follow basically the track. So this is the cool kind of thing with this kind of deformation kind of stuff. I'm just going to lower it. And I'm actually going to lower the track itself, to be honest. So hopefully this will allow me to do that. So if I go and edit, and if I can I lower it? No, I can't. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Well, you know what? Let's just make the deformation. Let's flatten this, because obviously it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to kind of get this at a better angle, essentially. Right, quickly do that. Two. Oh. See, it's There we go. That should hopefully do it. Hopefully. But that is still a bit of a steep kind of thing, if you know what I mean. It's just... And maybe give it a bit of height. That should do it. And then just nicely correct this deformation, because that just looks ugly now. But we're just building the coaster essentially this episode, and then we'll try some other coasters maybe in another episode. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to do, but we'll see. Right, let's quickly give it a test, because I think overall it was not too bad. And for a first coaster, I'm kind of liking that. Has a bit of variation, has a nice climb, has a nice drop, nice loop-the-loop, then round, a nice... You go up the corkscrew instead of down. I don't know how to reverse that, inverse it. Right, off you go. So boost it up down the loop-the-loop. You go down, and you get boosted, go up the corkscrew, down this bit, and you should stop. Okay, then it stopped a bit too vigorously here. So you can even get a fail. You can even get a fail if the brakes stop it too sudden, if you know what I mean. So we're just gonna put that on that and test it now, see if that's a bit better. Hopefully, I just want to get one whole thing. So everything's fine now, just except for this last bit where we actually have to brake the whole train, car, whatever you want to call it. It's technically it is a train, if you think about it. It goes on tracks, it carries people. It's, well, you could say it's sort of like a monorail. And... perfect. Pass. Yes, we did it. And not too bad in the scorings, I have to say. Not too bad. So what are we having here? We have it goes down here at 50 miles per hour, and it slows down to 18. Wow, that's crazy. So 50 miles an hour is around the kind of top speed, I do believe, if I'm seeing this correctly. 60 miles an hour. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And all we would do here is essentially just... we could open it, but let's make the paths up now. Actually, one thing before we do that, let's just deform this down. So, because one thing, look at that. That doesn't really matter. It's see, those are kind of things maybe that will need to get sorted out, I'm guessing. because that's a little annoying. Anyway, let's just build up a path, beautify it, you know, some other time. Stone paths all the way forward, so it's just increase this one here somewhere like there, and then everyone's favorite part, making the queues. Queues. Let's just make a normal queue path. It's just you know, queues have to be all like this, really. Like that, and then just a normal path. Oh, small, of course. Oh, shift it down a bit like that. Curve too steep. Can I curve too steep? Are you serious? There, wow. There we go. And then to finally just we just open it. Let's just play the game at normal speed now. So you can see now the ghost peeps will now start coming onto it. So it's open. There's nothing really you can edit the name. You can call it Qwerty the First, or Qwerty's Surprise Ride of Terror. Something like that. The only thing you can look here is if you can add 1 or 2 cars, which we can only have 1 because we don't have the block brake system, and nothing else you can click here. That's pretty much it. You can just make the price whatever. Doesn't really matter. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. This is the first episode. I hope I'll be able to do at least 1 or 2 more, which would be really cool. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I definitely am. I have pre-ordered this game, so I will be definitely doing a series of it when it does come out. I played RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 already on my kind of like on my stream and that, so I'm, you know, I'm happy, and I'm really looking forward to this game, and I hope you guys are too. And just comment to me your kind of thoughts and stuff like that. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you want me to play it? I will play it anyway, because I think this is a game that I definitely want to just do a series on anyway. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. The shoutouts again for this video go to Anton, Prather and Cody Sayle. That's again Anton, Prather and Cody Sayle. The links and stuff will be down below. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
We ain't never giving up, 'cause we ain't born for that. Gotta catch us fast to do. Fast to do. The ship is cruising, it's true.